Hey guys, good morning. I know we're a couple days late. Welcome to Fox 10 Sports. This is episode 4. Hard to believe already. For those of you who are new watching the replay, my name's Cricket Fox. Welcome to the channel. Let's get started. Short notes today, but we've got them. First and foremost, I have to thank Joey from It's Joey's World. Joey knew that I couldn't remember. I was looking for a name, and that was Katie Summers from the 49ers, who was the first woman female coach in AFL football. So thank you, Joey. And I'll leave Joey's link to his channel in the description below. Let's talk about the Lady Crows, AFLW. Their season has started. They are now 1-1. They won on Sunday afternoon over St. Kilda. The score was 6-4-40 to 4-3-27. They got 6,500 at what they call Richmond Oval. It's had a couple of name changes in the last couple of years. That oval has a capacity of 16,500. So come on, guys, get out there and support those girls. Let's get it so they have to start turning people away and force them to move to a bigger ground. It was a come-from-behind win. Caitlin Gould made her first professional goal, which tied the score, and Madison Newman and Eloise Jones, each with a late goal, is what sealed it for us. So next week, the girls are gone. They'll be over in Geelong playing the Geelong Cats. On to NXT. Monday, part of the reason why you didn't get the show on Monday was NXT TakeOver Portland, which I was hoping would be a good show. And it actually was. For me, my opinion here, it was a good show, but I think the way it ended, I'm kind of scratching my head about that. Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor. Finn wound up winning that one. It was hard fought. They were just gonna have to dig deep and see what happens. Rhea Ripley, who's from here in Adelaide, has kept the women's title against Bianca Belair. That was another one. Bianca's come a long way. And I think there's good things in store for Bianca. She's married to Martez Ford, who's part of the Street Profits. So I can see her getting some extra coaching there with him. The Bruiserweights. Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle. These guys together are amazing. I love them together. They're so, chalk and cheese night and day, but they work well together. They beat the Undisputed Era of Bobby Fish and Kyle Riley. They just had won the Dusty Rhodes Classic, and now they're the tag team champions. So like I said, they're a really odd pairing, but they've made it work. They've come just so far in a short amount of time. I hope they leave them together for a bit because I'd like to see what these guys can do. My match of the night was Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic, and I know that is not right, and my apologies to Dominic on the pronunciation of his last name. These guys are both close to 6'5". They're close to 3. I know Keith Lee is over 300 pounds. Dominic is close to 300 pounds. And for two men this big, as agile as they are, is incredible. And they push each other. They make each other better every time they face each other. And they show the respect in the ring. They're not afraid, to extend a handshake, a hug. That they have an immense respect for each other. And I want to see them go again. That's how good they are. You've got to watch, if you have WWE Network, go and pull up NXT and watch their matches because they are you just sit there and go the whole time, because some of this stuff, Keith Lee doing a moonsault off top rope. Hello. The final match of the night was Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole. I wish they would have just let it go and not had any interference and let these guys just have a real battle, because that's what it was turning into. The Undisputed Era showed up, and then at the end, Johnny Gargano stuck his nose in and made sure Tommaso didn't get it. I'm dumbfounded that they let it end that way. I don't know what that was all about. So I'm hoping that storyline will unfold as the night goes on. I get coffee on my nose from a cup, so that's why you see me wiping my nose. Rhea had issued a challenge to Charlotte for the women's belt at WrestleMania. Well, Charlotte has accepted, so it's gonna have to watch that one. Like I said, the overall it was a good night. I just wish. Oh, the street fight with Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox. Some gal showed up out of the clear blue. I have no idea who she was. Dakota wound up winning. I'm still gonna scratch my head about that one. I'm not sure. That one I'm gonna have to watch a little bit more. Quick side note, I'm gonna stop here for just a second. The day I'm filming this, the Daytona 500 was delayed a day with rain. Apparently there was a really nasty wreck right at the end. The driver hit the wall. He then proceeded to get hit again. I'm going to see if my note is still here. And, no, it's not. I can find it. I'll talk to you while I'm pulling it up. It come through a little bit ago that Danny, I think his name's Danny, he was awake and was talking to the doctors, which was a good sign. So bear with me here for just a sec. Well, let's see if I can. Yeah, Newman. He is awake talking to the doctors, which is super news. Yeah, Ryan Newman is awake talking with the doctors after the crash. His car slammed into the wall at nearly 200 miles, flipped and got T-boned by another car, flipped again and skidded. So to hear that he is awake and talking is a good sign. I don't know any more details about his injury, but I can tell you that. Like I said, sorry about that little detour there. A quick bit of NFL news. The Cleveland Browns have cleared some of the salary cap. They've released 4 players. I need to look and see who those 4 players are to clear out some of the salary cap, and I apologize for not. I'll have those names for you next week. In White Sox news, just a quick little bit. I did see on Twitter, Jose Abreu said that he didn't talk to any other team but the Sox, so he wasn't going anywhere. We'll finish up on some WWE news. Have some dates on pay-per-views. The 27th of February is Super Showdown, which I think is Thursday week, so I'll be covering that over on the blog. I think I have to watch the replay on that one. I don't think I'm going to get that one live because that'll happen overnight for me. The Elimination Chamber is March 8th. That is set up for WrestleMania. It could change, you know what Vince is like, but the storyline is Shayna Baszler will win the Elimination Chamber and then go on and beat Becky for the women's belt. So we have heard that Becky is ready, for some time off. She's engaged to Seth. So she's ready for a break and everything there. WrestleMania is April 5. Extreme Rules is July 19th and SummerSlam is August 23rd. There is a new trophy that's been created for the Super Showdown. It's a gauntlet match with AJ, who is back. He showed up on Raw last night. Bobby Lashley, Andrade, who's coming up 30-day suspension for wellness. I'm not sure what that was. That was all I could see. Rusev is back, so they must have got his contract sorted. Eric Rowan and R-Truth. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. Um, talk is, again, I'm gonna call it rumor. You know how things can change. That Roman, they want to put Roman and the Fiend together at WrestleMania. Goldberg is facing the Fiend at Super Showdown. That could change. He will face him at Showdown, but whether he wins the belt or not, who knows? Okay, anyway, if you check out the blog, I'll give you some more updates on some of this. I'm catching up on WWE at the moment over there. That blog will be out probably tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday with Coffee with Cricket, and that's a Q&A on Friday. So get your questions ready and ask me what you want. We'll do our best to answer them then. So again, Joey, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I know it's a shortened version today, but we'll talk to you soon. See you on the field.